All right, what's good, y'all? KJ Media 100. So I decided to hop on this live thing, drop a little quick live, real quick. Um, I was planning on making a live anyway today about a bunch of different topics that were on the internet. But then I was hit with the news, like a lot of people were, about the sudden passing of neo soul R&B singer D'Angelo. Still need to say this before I start. Rest in peace, sleep easy, sleep in peace to D'Angelo. Um, D'Angelo, he wasn't like known in the mainstream outside of like Black America, obviously, right? But he has hits, and in the entertainment business, all you need is one hit. Lady and Brown Sugar. I mean, and then of course Untitled. You know, when I think about Untitled, I think about Jamie Foxx when he did the little spoof. But Lady is my like when Lady came out. Was that 95? Your boy was about 10 years old when that came on. So I didn't really understand that or Brown Sugar. I didn't want to hear that shit because I wasn't into neo soul. What young person was in the neo soul? You feel what I'm saying? Like none. But as I got older, and even after I had kids and everything, that's when I finally was like, I was feeling Lady and Brown Sugar. But yeah, rest in peace to D'Angelo. I want to see. This talk about.
Right now.
Let's talk about his life real quick. Of course, we wanted it in English. Michael Eugene Archer. So right now on Wikipedia it says this article is currently being heavily edited because its subject has recently died. So I thought D'Angelo's name was D'Angelo. See what kind of fan I am? So 74 he was born. 84, 94, 94. Was he 50, 51? Young. Young. When I'm 50, I hope to be living in a house in the woods, surrounded by nothing but green, and have my pit bulls surrounding the house and shit. All right. So, better known by his stage name D'Angelo, an American rhythm and blues musician. But to us, we know it was neo soul. Neo soul was his thing. Co-producing 1994 single "You Will Know" by the R&B supergroup Black Men United. Okay, I remember that song. His debut studio album "Brown Sugar" certified platinum. D'Angelo collaborated with artists such as Angie Stone, Erica Badu, and Lauryn Hill, with whom he performed on the 1998 song "Nothing Even Matters." His next album, Voodoo, debuted at number one on the US Billboard 200 and received critical acclaim. His lead single, Untitled How Does It Feel, earned him the Grammy for Best Male R&B Vocal Performance. And that's when he became a sex symbol, the whole nine. Was that Chris Brown that did this show? Yeah, what the fuck? How you go to Best R&B Album and you get a picture of Chris Brown? That's how you know Chris Brown is that nigga right now. That's a topic for a different day. I'm gonna talk about Chris Brown, but I'm gonna talk about all the quote unquote people that are legendary that are not getting their flowers. But anyway, so D'Angelo has a child with Angie Stone. Where's he born? He's from Virginia. Father was a preacher. Uh, so D'Angelo, who's precise? After the formation of his native Richmond, Virginia music group, he and Precise found success performing an amateur night in Harlem at the Apollo 91. 18 years old, dropped out of school and moved to New York. You know, you know what they say about New York. If you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. Um, after Brown Sugar and then Voodoo was the second album. I didn't even know the second album was called Voodoo. So I didn't. I knew I wasn't out here fronting like I was a fan. It's just sad to see another human being not be on in this world no more. Transition and whatnot. I didn't say I was, but I wasn't coming on here pretending to be the biggest D'Angelo fan. I only like two songs by the man. I mean, how does it feel, or what's it called, Untitled? That's a cool song too. So, but I wasn't big on Neo Soul when I was a kid, man. Let me know in the comments. I ain't got no comments right now, because ain't nobody in my chat room, in my chat. But if you do come on, let me know if you was a fan of D'Angelo. I want to know what's your favorite song by D'Angelo. Mine's just gonna be Lady. You know, D'Angelo never married. He dated soul single Angie Stone. She was his muse for his Brown Sugar. I don't even know what muse means. What is that? What the fuck does that mean? I'm not out here trying to act like I know everything, y'all. Muse can refer to a person who provides creation inspiration. The ancient Greek goddesses of the arts and sciences, an English rock band, or a brain sensing headband. The or a band. So we're gonna go with this. A person who provides creative inspiration. So that's all right. I know a lot of people, when they first found out that he was with Angie Stone, they was just like, "What? Huh? Huh? Yeah." Angie Stone was a beautiful woman in her own right. Um, so she was his muse. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that shit the right way. She was his muse for his Brown Sugar album, and he helped her produce her debut album, Black Diamond, released in 1999. Angie Stone and D'Angelo had a son together, Michael Archer Jr., born in 1998. So he lost both of his parents in the same. Is it the same year? Because Angie Stone. This is right there. Angie Stone. Yeah, 2025. Yeah. April, May, June, July, August. 7 months later. That's crazy. 7 months later, D'Angelo died. And she was 63, so she was about what, 12 years older than him. A lot of people were saying that she was saying, I saw a documentary when she was saying that D'Angelo had no confidence and he had like little man syndrome. He was short, you know, and all that stuff. But I mean, rest in peace to D'Angelo. Hope his him and Angie Stone's child is well off. There's only one child that he has, like it's saying. Um, the more it says right here, the more he became regarded as a sex symbol, the more D'Angelo struggled with drug and alcohol addiction, which is gonna bring me to what possibly is the cause of death. Okay, here we go. D'Angelo died from pancreatic cancer in New York City on the morning of October 14, 2025, at the age of 51. He had been working on his fourth album with Raphael Saadiq, now planning to be released posthumously. He has been in hospice for 2 weeks and hospitalized for months. So I had no idea. You know, but it's always a sad thing. Death is always a sad thing. It's gonna be kind of be hard to transition to what else I wanted to discuss in this live after talking about death. But once again, sleep easy to D'Angelo.